Hi everyone, this is HomeSongs4Life. Hope you're all well. Very pleased to be joined this evening by Roberta down in London and Beki and Randy, who is invisible at the moment because he's taken the dog out for a pee over in Ireland. And we will be hearing from both of them shortly. I'm just going to do this.
Every day's a good day to be alive. It's always a vintage kind of year. And every friend's a good friend to you or I, who doesn't disappear. But when the rider in the big blue sky, when the rider in the big blue sky, when the rider in the big blue sky brings something new to the table. Change, change, change.
So, hi. Oh, Randy's back. Hi. How's the dog? I can't hear you. Oh, sorry, you've muted.
We're sorry, we're unmuted now. He's
fine.
relieved.
Good. Good. Cool. Well, we'll be hearing from you in a bit, and hopefully Brandy too. So, yeah, we'll pop over first, though. Roberta's going to kick us off this evening. So, hi, Roberta. Looking forward to hearing your stuff.
Hi, David.
Here we go. And there you go.
Hello, welcome to HomeSongs4Life. And I'm Roberta Smith, and I'm going to start with a song called Brickies of Eden. And it's taken from the point of view of an entirely built universe in the future, and imagining what that would be like. Isn't it funny that the bricks and the money don't make the building's walls? You've got to have a human hand that loves the grass and sky and sun to put each brick on top of each and each on top of one. Finger made by men without a name. The buildings of man that are made in Japan are wonderful, the same. Who has been found that's Eden bound? No guaranteed return. The brickies have covered it over well with sands of time and busy town. So take the lift to Eden floor, go down, down and down and down and down. The whole world is finger made by men without a name. The United States that's on floor 28 is wonderful, the same. Isn't it funny that the bricks and the money don't make the buildings walls? You've got to have a human hand that loves the grass and sky and sun to put each brick on top of each and each on top of one. The whole world is finger made by men without a name. The buildings of man that are made in Japan are wonderful, the same. Okay, that's Brickies of Eden. And the next song it used to be called The Illusions of Today. I'll just have I'm a bit croaky. But then everybody started calling it the Secretary song because it has secretaries in it. This is when the secretaries used to be what we now call a PA, so maybe you'll have to think of secretaries of state. Affairs with secretaries behind Oxford dictionaries are supposed to be a given fact of life. Who cares about the progeny will terminate ontogeny? Who cares about the woman or the wife? We have all fallen prey to the illusions of today. We have all fallen prey to the illusions of today. Unless they are gigantic, you shouldn't wear your specs. Nothing is romantic, but you should have lots of sex. With your wife, without your wife, with your lover man. You can kick about your life and grab all that you can. That's okay, so they say. Affairs with secretaries behind Oxford dictionaries are supposed to be a way to say hello. In this crazy modern scene, everyone has seen and been everywhere that there is left to go. We have all fallen prey to the illusions of today. We have all fallen prey to the illusions of today. Everything's permitted in the loving game, with nothing to be admitted but your lost good name. You really know that love is not smash and grab affair. You'd like to be old-fashioned, but you just don't dare. You've got to care. Giving gets you there. Affairs with secretaries behind Oxford dictionaries are supposed to be a given fact of life. Who cares about the progeny will terminate ontogeny? Who cares about the woman or the wife? We have all fallen prey to the illusions of today. We have all fallen prey to the illusions of today. So they say. So that's the Secretary song, or The Illusions of Today as it used to be. And then this is a song called Davy, which is actually about my husband, who's called Jeff. Go figure. Davy, I'll never own you, I'll be around. I will let you alone, you won't be bound. Davy, when your temples are silvering, glinting in tomorrow's day. Even if your hair falls out, I'll love you. if I may. Davy, I'll never hold you. I will sing my own song. Davy, don't want to hold you. Just want to sing along. Davy, give me an inch and I won't take a mile. Davy, no need to flinch, I am not in denial. Davy, don't want to watch your socks, set your clocks, by the way I never press. Even in a crinkly shirt, I'll love you no less. Davy, see they are separate, beating a singular drum. We can separately operate and sympathetically strong. Davy, I'll never own you, I'll be around. I will let you alone, you won't feel bound. Davy, when your temples are silvering, glinting in tomorrow's day. Even if your hair falls out, I'll love you if I may. I'll love you if I may. I'll love you if I may. Okay, that's it.
Thanks, Roberta. That was lovely. That was a very sweet song about your husband there. Really nice. I'd like to think that if my wife wrote songs, she would write something similar, but call it Jeff instead. Yeah, there's really a lot going on with your, both musically and lyrically. They all demand for listeners. That first song you wrote, what was it called again? The first song you sang?
Brickies of Eden, I call that. Yeah.
Yeah. Where did that concept come from?
Well, just the idea that bricklayers, are human beings like everybody else, and they're actually building this universe. Well, it was all in bricks when I wrote the song, but now it tends to be concrete and reinforced concrete, doesn't it? But this skilled hand placing one brick on top of another also wants to be out in the countryside, with the leaves and the trees and the grass, And it seems ironic that they're covering all that up. That was the idea, anyway.
Yeah, but the fact that you set it in a future world as well was quite a... Do you like your sci-fi? Or?
Actually, yes, I do. I do quite like sci-fi, but
yeah.
I hope the universe doesn't end up like that in the future. But we have to look after the environment and limit the built world.
It kind of to me, it felt relevant to sort of almost the world we're living in anyway, with this sort of whole digital world we've got and this live reality, and they're sort of almost two separate entities, aren't they? Sometimes it feels.
Yeah. virtual real. Are we living in virtual reality or real reality?
Well, exactly. What is this you're doing now? I mean, you look real to me, but you're actually just pixels, in fact. So.
Well, Randy keeps disappearing.
Well, I know.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Speaking about glitches in the Matrix, I somehow managed to mix your dog's name up with your name at the beginning of the show. I called him Brandy.
If Randy and our dog were a celebrity couple, that would be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, Roberta. That was lovely. You've not played so many of these, and it's nice to have you back on after a while. And you'll be coming on again, right?
Yeah, nice to be back. Hopefully less croaky next time.
I loved some of those chord changes, and I'm so curious to know like some of your songwriting influences and who you listen to a ton.
Well, in the early days, a lot of Simon and Garfunkel and Joan Baez. Before then, to my parents who, sang the Great American Songbook type songs and Irish folk songs and music hall songs. So lots and lots of influences. I feel I'm jazz influenced as well as influenced by later artists like Joni Mitchell and James Taylor, people like that.
Nice.
Excellent stuff. Have you got any recordings?
Yes.
So you've got a lot there.
On robertasmithsongs.com you can buy them if you want.
Cool. So that's where to go, folks. Whether you're watching live or later. Okay, we'll head over to Ireland now. And looking forward to hearing you, Beki, along with the band. Over to you. Oh, hang on. I've got to do something.
He's got to do something.
I've got to do something.
Something is about to be done.
It is definitely going to. Here we go.
All right.
Something was done.
Well, I really enjoyed listening to that, Roberta, and I feel like we've chosen some kind of, I feel like our first couple songs are depressing, so I'm glad that you sing really uplifting sounding songs to start us off for tonight, Roberta. I'm going to take these headphones out while I'm singing and say hello to Gary and to Steve. Thanks for all of your comments and for being here to support Home Song. It's always fun to be back here. We're going to start.
But also just for being you.
Oh,
really.
Well, thanks. Are you talking to me or them?
No, Steve and Gary.
Oh, okay. Well,
you're always you.
Okay, so we're going to start with a song from our album Earth and Asphalt called Cost Me Everything. We don't do this one live a lot. We haven't done a lot of live these past couple of years, but this one especially, we thought it was time to shake the dust off it and see if we can pull it off. So we will try it out. Cost me everything. Cut me with your knife. I want to belong. You can't have my life. I am not that strong, and you're gonna cost me everything. Yeah, you're gonna cost me everything. When I saw you shine, I could not resist. I knew that you were mine. Now it's come to this, yeah, you're gonna cost me everything. Oh, you're gonna cost me everything. I know this is gonna get complicated. through the stones, bury me beneath the Spirit's ever willing, but the flesh hopelessly weak. And you're gonna cost me everything. Yeah, you're gonna cost me everything. I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna give you everything. All right. Oh, we're in our kitchen, and I feel like, I know there's an echo in here, but I'm very conscious that when I'm singing these loud parts that I have to look away and try not to overwhelm the computer. Randy's used to me yelling, but I don't want to do it too well. But let's see, what can we do? Our second song is, do you know, you can probably tell from our accent that we're not from Ireland, although we live in Dundalk, Ireland, which is about halfway between Belfast and Dublin. And we've been here about 3 years in this house and about 5 years in Ireland. But we're from, I'm from Colorado and Randy is from Chicago area. And if you've ever seen the movie Wayne's World, that's actually where Randy's from. He's from Aurora, Illinois, which is the town.
That's true.
It's Wayne's World. And what was I saying that for?
I don't know.
Oh, I know why. Because in America, income tax is due on April 15th. So this is the week that I actually filed our American income taxes. America, I believe, is the only nation that requires its citizens to file taxes regardless of whether you have lived in the country or earned a penny in that country all year. So anyway, we filed our taxes this week, and that's why we felt inspired to do this song, which is called Death and Taxes, the two things you can avoid, right? So Randy wrote most of this song. I helped a little bit, and it's called Death and Taxes. So we do this in honor of Income Tax Day. I think on this side of the ocean, we have a little while longer to worry about this stuff, so you can just sit back and enjoy our pain. All right. Feeling but the grief and pain will keep getting in my way. And I'll have my fill of death and taxes, fill of death and taxes, have my fill of death and taxes for a lifetime. Have my fill of death and taxes, oh, my fill of death and taxes, have my fill of death and taxes for a lifetime. Oh, for a lifetime, yeah. Have my fill of death and taxes for a lifetime. I messed the ending up, and you totally covered for me. Thank you. And then I told everybody that I messed up. I messed up.
What a hack.
I know. What a professional. Thanks for listening to us. We've got one more song. And chatting. And thanks for all your comments. And
I have my glasses on
yeah.
to see what they are.
Steve said if we were super rich, we could avoid taxes. But, how would we know? We'll never know, will we? If that's true. I don't know. They say something like the top 1%. Like the top, I don't know, in the U.S., the top 1% pay some crazy percent of our taxes, though.
75%.
I don't know, but I paid mine. That's what I know. You paid yours and I paid mine.
I didn't pay mine.
Well, you'll see on the 15th of April, it'll come out of your bank account. I paid yours. Anyway, we've had awesome weather here in Ireland this week. It's been sunny, and you can always tell when spring is coming because all the clothes go out on the clothesline, and I got caught up on all the sheets and the duvets and everything. So it's a true sign that spring.
Rock and roll.
I don't care. It's very housewife, isn't it? I love it when the sun is out and I can catch up on all of. I don't know if you're like me. I love it when the sun is out and I can catch up on all the laundry and get 3 loads out on the line in one day. It's a true sign that spring is coming. So this song is called "Thank You for the Rain," because without the rain, we wouldn't have all this green grass and we wouldn't appreciate the sunshine as much. So we're going to end on this song. And and thank you for listening. Thank you for the rain.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you for the rain again. We know that all things pass. Don't we always find in time? It's gray skies that bring back the green grass. We've been waiting so long. First signs of spring. We've been waiting so long. Now it's coming back in everything. Thank you for the gold sands. Rocks that seem like they can last forever. Thank you for supplying the whole right hand. Tell me it gets better and better. We've been waiting so long. First signs of spring. We've been waiting so long. Now it's coming back in everything. Healing up the seams that we had torn. It's coming back in everything. Just when we thought we were worn out, it's coming back in everything. Everything we've worn. So thank you for the time to hurt, to heal and to do things right. Thank you for the mystery of darkness and the mercy of the light. Thank you for the rain again. We know that all things pass. Don't we always find in time? It's gray skies that bring back the green grass. We've been waiting so long. First signs of spring. We've been waiting so long. Now it's coming back in everything. Now it's coming back in everything. Now it's
Great stuff. As always, lovely.
Thank you.
You might have missed Julianne's comment there, but she said, "What a voice, Becky," which is always something that strikes me as well. You've got a pair of lungs on you. I mean, and it's not just loud either. It's great to listen to. I used to think I'd got I get told that I've got a big voice, but you definitely go that bit beyond, for sure.
I grew up in a house with 4 kids and one bathroom for us to share. I think.
Okay.
To learn to yell.
I bet. It struck me actually, especially when you did Death and Taxes, how quickly this last year's gone, despite everything. Because I remember you singing that last year, I think, around about the same time. Yeah. So amazing. Yeah, and
I
I'm
was
glad
thinking
you.
that too. It really has flown.
Yeah.
Or maybe just like not that much change has happened in the last
possibly
year,
that.
until just recently, right? And now all of a sudden everything feels like it's changing a bit, which is nice.
Absolutely. You mentioned in the pre-show that you're working full time now, so presumably that's making it less easy to get live gigs and that sort of thing. And
well, I took a part-time job, but it's in events, like it's in event planning for a charity.
Right.
So we've got 2 big events coming up, and it feels it's probably going to be full-time, like nearly full-time through August when we get through these 2 events, and then it will actually go back down to a part-time job that ebbs and flows. So between the holiday and the fact that like once we get through this big event, I'll have some comp time, it actually will leave a nice space in the summer times usually, because it's for this is probably more information than you want, but like the big event is in May, and so my thinking was like, great, I'll have all this comp time in the summer and we can go back to some touring in the summertime between holidays and comp time. So it's like a perfect fit for someone who wants to do music.
Yeah, it's nice if you've got the flexibility, and definitely as many people as possible need to hear you 2 together. I just love the sound, and it's don't you think, Roberta, they've got
Oh yeah, and your voices together, and the guitar's great. I speaking of that, what do you think your influences have been?
I grew up in a home where my dad was really into like, I wouldn't have been a huge fan of Bob Dylan's voice, but certainly like my dad listened to Bob Dylan, and like he listened to Ian and Sylvia. I don't know if you know that.
No, I don't know them.
I loved them, and like Peter, Paul, and Mary and things like that. But I didn't think I was that influenced by them. But then I go back and listen to some of his favorites, like Jim Croce a lot. Personally, I would have listened to a lot of Patty Griffin and Emmylou Harris, and Maria McKee would be a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Lone Justice, things like that. So Randy listens to, I don't know, Tom Petty, Rolling Stones. Like Randy and I have a lot of overlap, but on his extremes, he's much more harder rock.
Like Tom Petty, Rolling Stones, a lot of blues stuff. So
yeah.
And so are you responsible for most of the music, Randy, or when you write songs?
Probably the majority, but not all of it. Yeah.
Seems like the last 2 albums, I've taken more of an interest in writing the music, but then like you've always made it sound better. Like I hand off the guitar pretty quickly once the chord structure's there.
Do you ever actually sit down together and write a song, or would that be a marriage breaker? Or
it takes some doing, yeah.
Sometimes, not very often, but on the last record we did it on a few that it definitely would have led to fights in the past.
Yeah. We have rules and veto powers and things like that so that we don't kill each other.
Well, like, even when you're just doing it with friends, it's those are necessary, I think. So, as Gary, who's in the comments, will agree, I'm sure. You've written together, you see.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, thoroughly enjoyed this, guys. Oh, I should say at this point, apologies from Annetts. Oh, hello, Byron.
I'll forgive you.
Okay. Apologies from Chris Annetts, who was supposed to be playing tonight as well. He's had fights with computers and software all day, and he was getting very stressed out, and so therefore he's had to give this one a miss, and he does apologise. But it's been great to have you guys here. It's been lovely. Hope everybody's enjoyed it, whether watching now or later. Thanks for turning up. Thanks, Julianne. Thanks, Steve, Gary, and anyone else who's there. We appreciate it. And we'll see you again. We'll be here next Wednesday, although I think it'll be Chris, in fact, so, assuming he gets his computer sorted, who'll be hosting on this occasion. But thank you, Becky, Roberta. And,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us. Nice to meet you, Roberta. Really nice
to
meet you.
Nice to see you.
My pleasure. And thanks to Randy and to Byron for a little contribution there at the end. So see you folks. And I'm just about to press end broadcast as I'm pressing buttons and talking at the same time. And it's always complicated for a thick guy like me.